They called it the healer's bench, but to Mia it was just a weathered piece of wood tucked away in a forgotten park. The bench, overgrown with wildflowers and moss, sat beneath a towering oak tree, almost hidden from view. She wouldn't have noticed it at all if it weren't for the glint of sunlight catching the carvings etched into its surface. Mia was drawn to the bench that day, more out of curiosity than anything else. She had no intention of sitting down. After all, her life had been moving too fast for moments of stillness. She had just lost her job, her relationship was in ruins, and every step she took felt like wading through quicksand. But as she ran her fingers over the carvings, she froze. "Thank you, stranger. Your words saved me," one carving read. Mia's heart skipped a beat. The words seemed to speak directly to her, though she didn't know why. Who had written this? And what words had saved them? She scanned the bench further, noticing more messages. She said yes. "This too shall pass. I found hope here." Each message told its own story, but all of them shared one thing in common. They were left behind by someone who had found solace on this bench. For the first time in weeks, Mia sat down, as if the bench itself had whispered for her to stay. She traced the initials L.W. carved into the center of the bench, bold and deliberate. It was surrounded by the other carvings, as if whoever L.W. was had started this tradition. Beneath those initials was a date from decades ago. Mia couldn't let it go. She returned to the bench the next day, and the day after that, reading the carvings, piecing together fragments of lives she'd never know. But her curiosity about L.W. grew stronger. Who were they? And why had their initials started this strange collection of stories? Determined to find answers, Mia began asking around the neighborhood. Most shrugged, unaware of the bench's history. But one elderly shopkeeper, a woman with kind eyes and a knowing smile, nodded when Mia mentioned the initials. "That would be Walter," she said. "He used to live here, decades ago. The bench was his refuge. He'd sit there for hours, writing letters to people he never sent." "Letters?" Mia asked, intrigued. The woman nodded. Walter had a gift for words. People said he could write something so simple and make it feel like magic. He believed in leaving kindness behind, so he started carving messages on that bench, hoping it would help someone else. Looks like it worked. Mia couldn't get Walter out of her head. She tracked him down through old records and found him living in a modest care home on the edge of the city. When she arrived, Walter was sitting by a window, gazing out at the sky. "You've been to the bench, haven't you?" he said before Mia could speak. She nodded, stunned. "How did you know?" Walter smiled faintly. "No one visits me anymore unless they've been touched by that bench." "What did it say to you?" But Mia hesitated, then told him about the carvings, especially the one that thanked a stranger. "What words saved them?" she asked. Walter's eyes glistened. "I don't know. That's the beauty of it. I left those messages, but it's the people who read them who decide what they mean. That's how the bench heals. It reflects what's in your heart." Mia felt a lump in her throat. "But why did you stop? Why did you leave it behind?" Walter's smile faded. "Because I thought I'd run out of words. Life got heavy, and I didn't think I had anything left to give. But maybe—" He trailed off, his eyes distant. Mia reached into her bag and pulled out a notebook. "Then let's write some more, together." For weeks, Mia visited Walter, and together they crafted new messages, words of hope, love, and strength. One sunny afternoon, Mia returned to the bench and began carving again. She added Walter's new words alongside the old ones, ensuring his legacy lived on. As time passed, More people found the bench. Strangers left their own messages, creating a tapestry of shared experiences. And one day, when Mia felt lost again, she found a new carving waiting for her. Thank you, Mia. Your words saved me. Life's simplest gestures can echo through the hearts of others, healing in ways we may never see. So, what words will you leave behind for someone who needs them?